Hello everyone, I am Jentaina Gangmai, a pathfinder of Riverside Adventist Academy Church, Meghalaya, India, and today I will be teaching an honors class of Literature Evangelism, which is a requirement to complete my SY. So after we have learned all these things, there are few activities we need to do to complete the requirements. Number 1, from the Bible and writings of Ellen G. White, write a summary of at least 250 words in length on the importance of the use of literature in leading people to Christ. For the Bible reference, you can go to Acts chapter 20, and for Ellen White comments, see Testimonies for the Church, volume 6, page 321 to 340. And so without losing much time, let us learn what is literature evangelism. It is the spreading or sharing of the Christian gospel through literature such as books, magazines, etc. And the people who sells books, magazines, or similar literature are called colporteur. And a colporteur is a very dedicated person who needs to possess 5 essential qualifications. Number 1, a calling to the ministry. 2, passion for the work of literature evangelism. 3, perseverance. 4, faith. And 5, courage. Colporteurs are self-supported, meaning that no money is provided to them by the church, and their income comes from the literature they sell. And in the sale of a book or magazine, a colporteur needs 4 steps to take. Number 1, prayer. They need to pray before they go out selling the book. And number 2, opening. The colporteur introduces himself or herself and tells the recipient what they are doing in the area. Number 3, information. The colporteur should tell the recipient about the material that he or she is selling. Number 4, close. Tells the average donation accepted for the books that have been given and where the proceeds would go. Not everyone would be interested to buy books all along the way, but there are few steps that we can take to arouse an interest in purchasing a book or magazine. Number 1, we have to know our material. The colporteur should read and know the book that he or she would go about selling. Number 2, to be observant. Look out for hints that would show which books they would be most interested in. And colporteurs often meet objections to purchasing a book or magazine. And the most common objection that a colporteur will hear is, I am not interested. But there are a couple of ways to get around that objection. Number 1, be flexible. Number 2, ask them why they are not interested. But be very careful in asking them that, because you don't want them to be offended. Out of the 7 activities which is given, you may complete one of the following. Number A, maintain a literature rack for 4 months, keeping a log of which books are the most and least popular. B, do a project of house-to-house or mail distribution of literature in your community for 10 hours. Include in the literature a response card for additional literature, Bible studies, and or a Bible correspondence course. C, engage in selling Seventh-day Adventist books and magazines during a period of at least 5 weeks for at least 20 hours each. D, do a project of distributing religious books to local government officials. Spend at least 10 hours on a project. E, do a project of supplying religious literature to patients in a hospital or nursing home. Spend at least 10 hours on a project. F, make a project of supplying a year subscription to Liberty magazine to the judges and lawyers in your community. Raise the money or get contributions for the gift subscriptions. G, project of sending literature and or Bibles to the mission field. Part of this project is collecting the literature and Bibles, determining where to send the material and packaging and sending the material. This literature evangelism is an honors class which was first introduced in the year 1928 under the name colportage, which was later changed to literature evangelism in the year 1956.